of you, and thanks for joining this Q2 FY23 earnings call for Cupid Limited. We have mailed the results and press release to you. I hope you also uploaded this on our website and the stock exchange. To discuss the results and address the queries of the investors, we have with us Mr. Om Garg, Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Along with him, we have Mr. Durgesh Garg, Chief Operating Officer. Mr. Garg will give a brief overview of the quarter gone past, and then we'll open the floor over to Q&A session. I would like to remind you that everything said on this call that reflects any outlook for the future or which can be construed as a forward-looking statement must be viewed in conjunction with the uncertainties and the risks that we face. These uncertainties and risks are included but not limited to what we have mentioned in the prospectus filed with SEBI and subsequent annual report, which you can find on the website. With that said, let me hand over the call over to Mr. Garg. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vinay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Cupid Limited, I would like to welcome you all to the second quarter FY23 earnings conference call for Cupid Limited today. And we have already forwarded the board meeting minutes and the results last night to all of you. So we hope you had a chance to look at it. Let me briefly describe some of the salient features from the results. To start with, I am very pleased to report that we had a very good second quarter, and our top line, the revenue, had increased by about 38% as compared to the second quarter a year ago. And the net profit has also shown tremendous improvement. It's up 84% as compared to the similar second quarter last year. Also, the EBITDA margin has improved to 26% during this quarter as compared to 16% EBITDA margin in the quarter a year ago. As a result of increased profitability, the board of directors has recommended and approved a dividend, interim dividend of 2 rupees per share, or 20%, which is double the amount of rupees 1 per share, which was declared a year ago. In terms of the business, there is a stronger demand for our products, mainly male condoms, female condoms, and lubricants. And the demand is coming from all over the world, especially from the lower and middle income countries, mostly based in Africa. Along with that, the international donor funding for the procurement of condoms is also improving through the World Bank and through the Global Fund. Also, in terms of the order book going forward, we have order worth rupees 169 crores as on October 2022, and we are expecting more repeat orders in the coming months. Now, some of the other highlights are, number one, we have attained our target of 97% of our sales in export. Our target been 95% of sales should be in export. And as you are aware, the margins are much better in the export sales as compared to the domestic sales. And in addition, we get a export incentive from the government of India between 3 and 4% additional revenue for us. The other highlight is that we have been successful in obtaining the ISO 13485 certificate for our IED products. This allows us to export our products to different countries. The third important observation is that the trend in the input costs and the logistic costs has been stabilized during the quarter, and this should help in improving our profitability going further into the year. We expect that the demand and the dispatches and sales will continue to improve based on the existing strong order book as well as on the expected new orders. And we are paying full attention in terms of how to grow the company, both in terms of the top line as well as in terms of the profitability. We are targeting at least a similar pattern for both top and bottom lines in the first 2 quarters of say 75 CR in the revenue and a profit of 13 CR net profit after tax. So we plan to at least meet this standard in the next 2 quarters, so that we are looking at for full year FY23 at least 150 CR in the top line and about 25-26 crore net profit during the year. Further, we are also looking at the potential order book in the FY24 and 25, and we see a similar trend in terms of both the top line growth as well as in the profit after tax numbers. So with these remarks, now I would like to open the conference for Q&A session. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 at this time. The first question is from the line of Pushkar Jain from Sequent Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, congrats on a good quarter. My question was regarding the input costs. So how much percentage of input cost correction we have seen in Q2, and also can you quantify the benefit that we have derived because of rupee depreciation?
And I'm sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Mr. Jain,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. Please use the handset mode.
Yeah, I'm in answer. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes,
I wanted to know, first of all, congrats on a good set of numbers, and thank you for giving this opportunity. My question was in relation to, can you quantify by how many percentage the raw material prices have corrected, at least the main raw materials, and how much benefit we have derived because of rupee depreciation, that is in sales, what is the benefit that we got in this quarter because of rupee depreciation?
Well, we got about 7 to 8% improvement in terms of the lower input costs and in the logistics costs. Worldwide trends seem to have stabilized, and in one particular commodity, for example, the silicone oil, we have noticed a reduction of over 20% in our input costs. So we are expecting to benefit from these stable and lowering input costs going forward.
Okay, thank you, sir. And apart from that, how much gain did we get because of rupee depreciation in our sales?
How much?
Can you quantify the gain that we got because of rupee depreciation? You know, as all our sales are in dollars, what is the amount of gain that we got because the rupee depreciated from 79 to say 83 years?
Yeah, we have certainly obtained more rupees as all our invoices, export invoices are in US dollars. So I don't have the exact number, but it's 5 to 6% additional revenue due to stronger dollar or depreciating rupee.
6%, sorry. Is it 6%?
Yeah, between 5 and 6% in total.
Okay, sir. And on the sustainable EBITDA margin going forward, as for the last 3-4 quarters, our margin has been in the range of 20 to 25%. So with the input cost stabilizing and dollar also being strong, what EBITDA margins do we think we can continue in the quarters ahead?
Yes, we expect the EBITDA margin to continue at least at 26%. And this is mainly because of higher sales of female condoms and lubricant jellies, which have a higher margin of 40 to 45%. So depending on the sales of these two products, we expect to continue a higher EBITDA margin in the next 2 quarters as well.
Okay, sir. And any traction on the congratulations for getting the ISO certificate on IBD products. How much revenue do you expect from these products in the coming few quarters?
Okay. In terms of the IBD products, as I had reported in the last conference call, we have obtained all the licenses from the Drug Controller of India, and during this quarter, we have contacted over 90 distributors from all over India for our products, and also we have contacted 30 potential customers for exports of our products. We have 11 products already registered, and additional 5 products are in the pipeline. So we have just started the initial marketing. We have sent our samples to a select group of distributors in India and in foreign countries, and we have started to get some positive feedback. However, we believe that it would take at least 3-4 months before we start to see some commercial sales, most likely in the fourth quarter of FY23.
Okay, sir. And what will be the margins on these products, IBD products? Like, will it be margin accretive? Will we make more margin?
Yeah, it's 15 to 20% margin on an average within Indian domestic sales, and the margin goes up between 30 to 50% on the export sales. So we see a much higher margin in the export sales, and our initial target for the first year is about 5 CR with a profit potential of 1.5 CR from all the IVD sales.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for answering the question.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Jyoti Basu, an investor. Please go ahead.
Okay. Actually, thank you for giving me the opportunity. In the last call, we have mentioned that we had a visit from a former company for IVD device in the month of July and in August. Any such thing has happened, or any development in this regard? Let us we want to know.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Yeah. Actually, in the last Concall, you have mentioned that some Singapore-based pharma company is about to visit our facility regarding the IVD devices. Any such thing happened, or any other development happened?
Yes, the Singapore party representatives, they visited our facilities in Nashik, and they liked these facilities very much, and they have indicated their interest to continue the collaboration. We are in the process of drafting an agreement, and we are quite hopeful that in next 3 months we should have some positive results from this collaboration.
Yeah, okay. That's great to hear. And just one more thing I want to add. In the investor presentation, you have mentioned that we had got an approval from US FDA. Is it the new one, or we already got a certificate from the US FDA?
Could you please repeat it again?
Yeah.
It was not clear.
No issues on that. In the investor presentation, you have mentioned that the US FDA certification you have mentioned in that. Is it the new one we got in this quarter, or already we had with us?
US FDA.
Yeah. In the investor presentation, you have mentioned that US FDA certified. That's what I'm asking. Is it the new one we got, or it's already existing with us?
No. Are you asking about the Cupid female condoms in USA?
No. You have mentioned several certification that we have Drug Controller of India and some other thing. I think 9 to 10 accreditation we have mentioned. In that, one of the certification is that US FDA. is it that new one which we got in this quarter, or already we are holding that one?
No, we have a marketing 510K certification for male condom already with US FDA. However, we are for female condom registration in US FDA. We are in the process of submitting our final application next month, and we expect to hear back from US FDA within next 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
Our initial target from the... I'm sorry?
Sorry, please go ahead. Go ahead, please.
No, I was just going to say we are taking some initial steps about marketing of this new product in U.S. Cupid would be the second manufacturer to supply this product, and our initial target is to obtain a sale of about $500,000 USD and a net profit of at least rupees 4 crore after taking care of all the marketing and distribution charges.
Okay, and final thing is, what's our medium term on view on IVD sales and profit? Medium term means or 3 to 4 years like that.
Okay, within next 3 to 4 years, we are projecting a sale of between 150 to 200 crores with net margin of at least 20% from combined domestic and the export market. So we see it as a very promising area of growth for Cupid.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for answering all my questions. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Yogan Jeswani from Mittal Analytics. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you. However, there's some sort of a background disturbance in your line. If you could go off the speakerphone.
Sure. Just give me a second. Is it better now?
Yes, this is.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Sir, you mentioned in your press release the order book is 169 crore. Can you also provide a breakup of that within the 3 segments, the male, female, and the IVD segment?
Yes. It's about 61% is for male condoms, 36% is for female condoms, and the balance 30% is from lubricants. That's the volume on 169 crore worth of order book.
Okay, and nothing so far for the IVD segment, right?
For IVD, we don't have any confirmed order as yet with us. Like I mentioned earlier, we are still in the process of establishing our distributors and our export customers. So it will take us, I would say, until end of December to start to get some confirmed orders for IVD products.
Got it, sir. And sir, we were expecting large orders for our female segment, I think from Brazil. So any update on that?
Yes, the update is that Brazil just had finished their presidential election 2 weeks ago. And now the latest update is that the government of Brazil is in the process of approving their new budget, and we are expecting a tender for female condom supply, and Cupid would be actively participating in that.
Okay. And so any expectations with regards to the size of this tender? How much are we expecting the value to be?
We are expecting about 50 million pieces at the rate of about 60 cents per piece. So it could be quite huge order, of course, depending on the new Brazilian budget approval.
Okay, understood. And sir, on your US approval, like you mentioned that you will be filing your reply to them by next month. So, in terms of the whole process, at what stage are we now? And do you think post this filing, we are confident enough to get the approval in next, say, 6 months, and by FY24 we hope to start our US business?
Yes, we have completed the 3-year clinical study for the contraceptive efficacy study, which is one of the major requirements of US FDA. And now we are collecting all the other information which US FDA requires. Now we are planning to submit all that before December end, and based on our general feedback, US FDA could take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to respond to that, and we may have to go through one more cycle of discussion with them. But we are hoping that by the end of June 2023, we should have the permission to market this product, hopefully.
Okay, understood. And sir, is it possible for you to share the efficacy data that we have got so far versus the product that is already running in US? How did we perform in terms of efficacy versus the established products there?
Yes, eventually we could share that. Right now, in next couple of weeks, we are going to submit all this data to US FDA, and they usually make this data available publicly, so we would be glad to share that. The performance of Cupid female condoms is at least similar, if not little better, than the currently marketed product, which would be our main competition. So quality-wise, we have been, I would say, quite successful.
Got it, sir. Yeah, that's it from my side, sir, and wish you all the best.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Onkar G from Shree Investments. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, please.
Yeah. My question was regarding IVD sales. You mentioned around 150 to 200 CR of sales in next 3 to 4 years, but right now you have no visibility, seeing zero sales. So what gives you the visibility to achieve 150 to 200 crores of sales? There must be some plan to achieve this.
Yes. The major expectation is that there are large tenders for 5 products, including dengue, malaria, HIV, syphilis, and COVID. And some of these tenders are in millions of dollars. So the demand is huge, and of course there is a competition, and our prices are quite competitive. So once we start to get actively involved in submitting our bids for some of these tenders, we project that we could achieve a target of 150 to 200 crore sales in next 3-2 years, maybe even more.
But right now, any people or like the companies which you intend to supply to are keeping in touch with you or contacting you for the future sales or something like that?
Yes. Several of our foreign potential customers, they have contacted us. They have requested that we mail them samples of our products for quality, and they have asked for our price list. Actually, there were 2 medical exhibitions, one in Chennai and one in Delhi. And we had booth with a lot of information on display, and that is where we got several of the potential customers contacts. They visited our booth, and that is how we, from the new export customers. But also, we have a very active list of overseas customers who have been buying male and female condoms from us during the last 20 or so years. So they are also interested to participate in their respective government tenders. So I think we should have a very good network in terms of the achieving the ability to submit bids for some of these large tenders.
Okay, the next question is on the cash balance which you have. I guess you have around 65 to 70 CR of cash balance. So apart from the dividends which you are giving, how do you plan to utilize that? I mean, do you have any capex plans in your mind, or was some going on, but nothing has fructified? And for the last 2-3 years, you haven't even increased the dividend payout also, but your cash balance is increasing.
Okay. First of all, we have about 94 crore worth of total cash with us, and we have doubled the amount of dividend, as I mentioned in the beginning of my presentation. So the dividend has already been doubled from 1 rupee per share to 2 rupees per share as income dividend. And our projection is that for the entire FY23, we would at least meet the last year's target of 4.5 rupees per share dividend, and maybe even up to rupees 5 per share. Now, in terms of the capital expenditure plans, we are looking at a property next to our factory, and where we could be looking at either expanding our condom manufacturing capacity further, or even expanding our IVD business. So other than that, we are in the process of improving our return on our savings and on our investments. And the important thing is that we are always looking for additional new opportunity to expand Cupid. And as you recall, we had introduced female condoms in 2012. We had then expanded and introduced lubricant jelly in 2016, and now the IVD in 2022. So we are always looking for more business opportunities, and the savings we have achieved would come in quite handy. One area, for example, we are looking at is the sexual female sexual related new products. We have to do more research, but that could be next new vertical for Cupid, which will be fourth, which will be fifth after male, female condoms, lubricants, and IVD. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. So another question was regarding, I joined the call a bit late, so any update again on the long pending issue of the CEO?
Okay. We have internally, we have come up with a very aggressive 3-year plan, and things are going pretty good, very well. And unless we get an exceptional candidate which could take Cupid to the next level of achievement, we are going to concentrate to grow the company and improve our profitability with the existing management.
The 3-year plan which you mentioned, can you just elaborate more on that? I mean, exactly what is the 3-year plan?
Well, the 3-year plan, which is FY23, FY24, and 25, we are expecting 10 to 15% increase in both the top line and bottom line. So, like I mentioned, for FY23, as of March 31st, 23, we are expecting the top line between 155 to 160 crore, as compared to last year, where we had only 132 crores. And in terms of profit, last year's profit was 17 CR, and now in the FY23, we are targeting net profit of at least 26 crores. And then for the following 2 years, we are expecting at least a 10% improvement. And we have not fully included the impact female condom sales in U.S. Will have, plus the export sales in IED. Now, if we get a much better orders from these two new segments, our profits, top line and bottom line, could be 30 to 40% starting in FY24 and beyond.
Okay. There was the rumors going on, or the participants in earlier calls have also asked that is there any possibility of Cupid being acquired by some other companies? I mean, what's your view on that? Is there any discussion going on regarding
that? Some people have approached us that they are interested to look at Cupid, and of course will depend on the level of their interest and the valuation they put on Cupid. If everything turns out to be satisfactory for us, we would certainly consider some of these offers. If not, we are happy to run the business the way we are doing and improve on the growth and the possibility, profitability of the business. Like I mentioned earlier, we are looking at least next 3 years and beyond.
Okay, but about this discussions going on with some potential buyers, where exactly this discussion stands right now? I mean, at what stages they are?
Well, there are two outfits, two companies who are evaluating the data, existing data and our future plans. They have visited our facilities and they have met our people. So it may be about 4 to 6 weeks, I think, before they make up their mind and come up with their proposal.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We have the next participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. As there are no further questions, I would like to hand it over to the management for closing comments.
Hello everyone again. We would like to thank all the shareholders who have decided to participate in this earnings conference call and have given their have made valuable comments and contributions. Because some of you have been with Cupid over 20 years, we have always valued your suggestions and your commitments and your interest and your confidence in the management of the company through thick and thin years. So we would also like to thank all our vendors and most of all our customers who have been with us, many of them for over 15 years. We have been getting the repeat orders. We have now supplied our products to over 113 countries. So almost we are covering 80% of all the worldwide 190 countries. So, and most of all, I would like to thank our employees who have worked diligently and dedicatedly for the growth of Cupid. And with that in mind, for the first time, the board of directors have approved a employee stock option plan for 27 of our employees. We have done this for the first time in the 25-year history of Cupid. We have decided to allocate shares, a total number of shares of 209,500 to these 27 employees. So we appreciate their contributions very much, and we hope to achieve more growth and profitability going forward. So we like to thank you all again, and thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Cupid Limited, that concludes the conference.